All right, hello, my most amazing artists. We are gonna try to see if you can do some watermelon weaving with the class. We did weaving in kindergarten together when we did our woven baskets with the marigolds, and then we did our woven picnic blanket. So this should be a technique we've done before, but we didn't get a chance to do it last year in first grade because of quarantine and the pandemic. So let's revisit some weaving in a really fun project. And we're working a little big. So this is a 12 by 18 sheet of red paper, and it doesn't fit on my camera. If you don't have a 12 by 18 paper, you can do 9 by 12, just go smaller, and your watermelon will just be smaller. And that's absolutely fine. You're still getting the same techniques. We're just working big in class because giant watermelon slices makes me smile. So you need a piece of red construction paper, and you need some pink construction paper or a different shade of red if you have 2 shades of red, cut into 1.5 or 1 inch strips. And you also need a ruler. 12-inch ruler is fine, just your basic ruler, and a pencil. This is all you need so your art kit kind of can take a break. The first step we're going to do is you're going to have your paper go vertical so it's nice and tall, and you're going to fold it in half on the vertical, or I guess you can call it hamburger style, but Mrs. Cole likes to say you're folding it on the vertical. Give it a nice crease at the bottom, so now you can see my paper. So this is your first step. You want the crease, that folded or that closed edge, facing you, and you want the open edge, like the mouth, facing away from you, and that's super important. All right? So now we're going to take our ruler, and we're not measuring, so don't get nervous. We're using the ruler as a straight edge. I'm going to put my ruler all the way towards the top. Make sure it's nice and straight. And then I'm going to, see, Mrs. Cole's moved. It happens sometimes. So I'm going to move my paper this way. So now my folded edge is over here. I'll put my camera back there. All right. So I'm putting my ruler on the edge of the open side. This is the closed side. I'm holding my ruler really snug, and I'm just drawing a line. And I kind of went crazy over here, and that's okay. So it's hard for you to see that, so I'm going to get my black Sharpie out. Well, actually, I'm going to use this brown marker. Red paper. You can use a pencil. That's absolutely fine, but I want you to see what I'm doing, so I'll do it in something that shows up better. So that shows up a lot better. So you have this. So you're going to turn your paper back horizontally, so the closed or folded edge is still facing you. The open edge is still facing outward. So this is our break line. We don't want to do anything past this line. So this line tells us to stop, okay? I'm right-handed, so I like to work going my left to my right because I like to hold things with my left hand and draw with my right hand. If you're left-handed, you might want to do the opposite and go this way, or whatever feels comfortable for you. So what we're going to do is we're going to line up the ruler to the side of the paper and at the top of the line. You're going to hold it tight. Let me get my marker ready. You can do this with pencil. I'm only using marker so you can see it. So I'm lining it up. Hopefully it's straight. And I'm just going to draw a line. And that's one. And I'm going to line up my ruler to the side, that new line I just drew, and to the top line, making it sort of straight. If it's not perfect, that's fine. And I'm making another line. And I'm going to keep doing this until I can't add any more. So again, you're just lining up your ruler right next to the line you drew and right to the break line. And you're just going to keep tracing. If you need to get help with this, that is okay, because I have a feeling in class, Mrs. Cole's going to be helping your friends. Now, when we wove in kindergarten, I already did this step for you. But in second grade, I'm going to have you do it yourself. We just did something similar in first grade, and it went pretty okay. So I think we're going to be fine. Just take your time, line that up, hold your ruler still. The key is holding that ruler still, because if you don't hold it still, it kind of goes crazy. All right, so my last one's, either I have a choice. I can leave my last one really big, or I can kind of divide it in half and make 2 smaller ones. That's, again, your artistic choice. So I decided to just make 2 smaller ones, and it doesn't make that big of a difference in my watermelon. So now it looks like we have this weird piano. Oh, you know what else we need? You need scissors. So after you've had this done, you need to get some scissors. I expect making the loom, which is what we're doing now, is probably going to take all of Monday's or Tuesday's class. And we'll start actually weaving on Wednesday. So this video is for 2 days. This is your Tuesday and Wednesday video, just to see as far as you get. We'll see how it goes. All right. So once you have it done, you're going to take your scissors and you're going to cut from the, again, this is the closed edge, all the way up to that break line and stop. So when we're cutting with our scissors, remember, we don't want to do tiny snips like this, because sometimes that makes things jagged. So you want to open up the mouth of your scissors really wide, stick the paper down in the bottom, and cut nice, slow, long cuts. And I'm going to hold my paper up to cut it because that's easier for Mrs. Cole. You do what's easier for you. Okay, and once you get to that break line, stop. So right where that little snip, mine was jagged. That's why I don't like little snips. So once again, hold your scissors all the way to the back and nice and open. Long cuts. Take your time. You don't want to go fast because you want these edges to be as smooth as possible. If our edges are really jaggedy, we go to weave, our paper is going to catch. So I'm going to cut these, and then I'm going to come back and we'll talk about weaving. So this making and cutting your loom is day 1. I think that's probably as far as we're going to get in your class on Tuesday. So I'm going to stop the video, but I'm going to keep cutting, and I'll come back and show you your day 2. All right? So your job for day 1 is to create your loom and cut it in strips. When you get that done, take a picture of this and upload it to the lesson for Tuesday. All right? I'll talk to you later. Goodbye, my most amazing artist.